Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, the UDL is proud to present the most entertaining droid in the world. It is me, it is R2VGC, and here we are with our 4th week matchup against the Nova Scotia Scythers. Oh, and by the way, I hope you all are doing fantastic. So, like I said, this is our week 4 matchup against the Nova Scotia Scythers. In a previous video, we went on ahead and went over the team build, and I'll go ahead and put the card up top. So if you haven't watched that video, I definitely suggest you do, so then you got a better idea of what the Seattle Super Lax are doing in this matchup. But without further nonsense, let's go on ahead and get in the action. Alright folks, here we are with our week 4 matchup against the Nova Scotia Scythers, coached by TinyGambitKing. I'll make sure to put his YouTube contact information down in the description below, so please drop him a like and a follow and subscribe. Worst case scenario, you can get to see what his perspective of the match was. But without further nonsense, here we are. So he's got Dreadnought, Moltres, Hitmontop, Scyther, Lantern, and Tauros. So I kind of am liking the idea. Let's see. So he's showing 2 possible Intimidate mons with Hitmontop and Tauros. So that tells me we may want to go more towards our special type attackers, so we avoid those attack drops. And Sharpedo should outspeed everything on his side of the field. And then weakness policy Entei actually looks really good here. And then we can bring in Jolteon, and I kind of see I should be able to get at least 1 max overgrowth off with Entei. So I kind of like the idea of Delmize in the back. Yeah, because, we'll bring Croc. We'll stick with the game plan. We can make adjustments game 2 if necessary. So something that I might be interested to see is what he has in store with that Hitmontop. Dreadnought is typically a swift swimmer, so unless he's got like Rain Dance on somebody, or maybe he's just planning on Max Geysering himself for a slower option, I'm not 100% sure. Alright, and he leads off with Dreadnought Tauros. Okay. There's my Sharpedo and Entei. Whoa. So, yeah, to me it doesn't matter because both these guys are more specially natured. I feel like a Icy Wind, just to try to get that speed control, and a Protect from our Entei. I do that because I bet you there's probably a liquid, water move gonna go into the Entei slot, maybe even a ground move or a rock move. Dreadnought kind of hurts Entei on a lot of fronts, but with Protect and our bulky nature, we should be okay. Alright, and he brings in, G-Max Dreadnought. So the G-Max move, if I'm correct and remember right, basically sets up rocks, which causes Pokemon to be damaged when they enter the field. Okay, so Sharpedo outspeeds both Tauros and Dreadnought. Good to know. Okay, so Tauros is our Rain Dance mod. Okay. I can get behind that, especially considering that Sharpedo outspeeds it. And G-Max Stone Surge, which is a water type move going into Entei. And that did a lot more than I wanted it to. That did a whole boatload more than I wanted it to. Jeez Louises. But alright, so we're locked into our icy wind, and so I gotta get rid of this dreadnought. So let's go with our max option of max solar beam. Another intimidate going off. Yep. Okay. So him on top also can have fake out, which may be a nuisance next turn. So as long as we don't see a max guard here, Entei should be able to clean up this KO because Dreadnought is 4 times weak to this incoming grass move. God, that did a lot more damage than I wanted it to. Okay, so at -1 we outspeed Dreadnought in range. That is beautiful. You'd love to see it. And then oh, okay, so these are important speed stats to keep track of for game 2. So at -2, which basically eliminates the range, our Entei is faster. Alright, so now see, here's that moment where I wish we would have had Delmise in the back. Because then we could just switch Delmise in and start grass gliding things. But unfortunately, we have Jolteon and what is it, Croc? We got Croc in the back? Yeah. Okay, so I'm still gonna, let's go Icy Wind, and I don't want to go Max Quake into the Hitmontop, because Croc in the back should be able to handle the Moltres. And we've got a Tauros that is... all that we saw was that it's Rain Dance, which may make it a choice, like a choice scarf maybe. Okay, so no fake out coming in. Ooh, that's good damage on the Moltres. Oh, that's why it's crit. Okay, still faster. That's fantastic. And Hitmontop lives. Interesting. I definitely thought Entei was going to pick up that KO. Oh, but we survived that Hurricane. That confusion hurts. And close combat into Sharpedo makes 120% sense. But Sharpedo's done his job. Let's go rough skin for MVP. Sharpedo. Oh, let's go. Alright, so what I want to do, let's see, we got the Tauros. I'm going to bring in the Jolteon just so then the incoming Intimidate doesn't drop my damage output. And we are Scarf, so that tells me that... not Scarf, I'm sorry. We are not Scarf. Oh, Jolteon's... what I was trying to say was that he sashed, but that actually just ruined our fun there. Let's see. He can't take out both options here. What I would love to see... let's see. Fake Tears doesn't make any sense. Helping Hand doesn't make any sense. Let's Thunderbolt into the Moltres, and I'm going to max guard with the Entei. What I'm reading here is that he goes into the Entei with Tauros, and then our Jolteon should outspeed the Moltres. Oh, Praise the RN Jesus. Oh, and Moltres protects. Okay. Interesting. I don't know why he would go into Rain Dance. Okay. I'm not gonna complain. So then, let's go on ahead and let's double up in the Moltres slot here. And we're not gonna double up, but we can do Scorching Sands into Tauros. Yep, Tauros is Choice Scarf. Good to know, good to know. Let's go. Alright, Rain has stopped, so that means absolutely nothing, honestly. Alright, now I'm going to be a little bit of a butt here, because I want to stat Entei's stats. So, we're gonna... We really shouldn't. We really shouldn't do this because it gives away information. But go Helping Hand, Scorching Sands. Completely not needed. But I definitely am not going to be able to get away with an Eruption because, well, I have absolutely no health. So, yeah, that had to have been a misclick, and I feel so bad for him that he locked himself in a Rain Dance, just light coming in. So, again, before, he's 100% Choice Scarf. I guarantee it. Because why would you be Choice Banned with a support move? So it's, or Choice Spec, so therefore it has to be Choice Scarf. So him being locked into that move really kind of, he threw the game and I was able to catch it. Alright, so game 2. Any adjustments on our end? The fact that our Sharpedo outspeeds his Choice Scarf Tauros is huge. And that's a great form of speed control. He doesn't have a way to set Trick Room, so that's kind of a mute point as well. So I actually really think the Sharpedo Entei lead is probably our best bet. With Jolteon, and we'll bring Delmise in the back just to accommodate for Tauros, who's normal type, so he probably has like a Facade or some normal type attack on top with Rain Dance. And then again, we could always switch that into that incoming close combat like we kind of wanted to game 1. So I'll interested to see what Gambit adapts to. Let's see, what are possible options? I don't know. I generally do not know what his other like combos are outside of, hey, this is gonna work, and then I've got these guys in the back. Like Scyther, after seeing that Life Orb is on Dreadnought, probably is Eviolite. So, okay, so he goes Scyther, Hitmonchan. And let's see. He did not fake out last time. So because he didn't fake out last time, I don't think he's going to here. So what I can actually do is I'm going to flip turn into our Entei, and then we are going to max flare into the Scyther. So this, I'm banking on the fact that the Hitmontop doesn't have fake out. If he does have fake out, wait. The Scyther is faster than Entei. Interesting. Very interesting. We know that Scyther is faster than Entei because it Dynamax first. Or it just won the speed time. Be interesting to see how the rest of the mechanics work. But are we going to see like a max airstream? Are we going to see... What is it that we're going to see here out of the Scyther? Oh, max guard. Okay. So because of that, I'm kind of expecting to see a close combat coming in from the Hitmontop. So I kind of see switching into Delmise being kind of effective here. Max flare. Good call, good call. Close combat. Good call, good call. Alright, so we are now going to do this, and then we are going to do this. The thought process here is I'll be able to get the... I didn't do that right. Grassy Glide is only a bit in priority if Grassy Terrain's on the field. Max Airstream into Delmise, and that's a dead Pokemon. My bad. That was a huge misplay on my part. But that is also probably going to cost him Scyther. I will trade... see, Delmise was my second offensive option. Right, and Hitmontop is at +1, which means it's probably going to outspeed a lot of my options. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, so even I can get it back down to +1 at neutral with an Icy Wind. Okay, insert Dreadnought. So we're gonna go for an Icy Wind, and I expect him to possibly protect the Dreadnought, knowing that I have the max overgrowth. So therefore, going into the Hitmontop, which I don't think is sashed, should be like 100% safe. Okay, so the Hitmontop protects. Okay, so I read the wrong protect. Let's see, the Dreadnaught's probably got a water type attack, which isn't going to do much in rain, or in sun rather. +2 in the sun. That's still good damage. Earthquake. Okay. And my boy slid it. Let's go. So now, again, I actually think Hitmontop dies from this. I think Hitmontop will get KO'd by the Icy Wind, and then I can just Solar Beam into the Dreadnought. and pick up another KO. Hopefully 2 more. He's thinking long and hard. I would expect to see a... I don't... Maybe an attempted close combat from the Hitmontop, and I'm not sure what Dreadnought is going to do now that it's not protecting. And it is definitely now not going to outspeed the Solar Beam. I ain't gonna lie, I thought I just had a heart attack and saw that it was gonna miss. Alright, last Pokemon, let's go team. Is it Tauros? Lantern! Oh, cutie! Look at the little cutie! Okay, so... Unfortunately? Yeah, unfortunately. We are kind of locked into our Icy Wind. Really, Solar Beam's going to be super effective? Well, obviously we got to go for Solar Beam. Okay, good call. I probably should have checked to see how many turns left of Sun were, how many turns of Sun were left. Okay, so we max guarded, then we max flared, set in the Sun. Oh, okay, so there's one more turn. Alright, so outside of... Okay, yeah, that was kind of his only out, was trying to burn... the Sun turns, pun intended. Are we grass resist? No, we're not grass resistant. And Entei with the KO cleans it up. So, we take it 2-0. Our record is now 2-2. Gambit, GG's. Again, I will put his perspective of the match in the description down below. Make sure you guys EV the mouse to one-hit KO both the like button and the subscribe button if you've not done so already. It is greatly appreciated. And without further nonsense, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.